What's up, everyone? I thought I would do a little live stream tonight. Thought I would get online. Guys, I haven't been making videos lately. We'll talk about that. Did I make this video listed? Yes, I see some people joining the stream. Because there's an option. You have to make the stream you have to make the stream like listed or private or whatever, otherwise it won't show up for everyone to go view. What's going on? What's up, Hippie Island? What's up? What is good? Oh, guys, I got a story for you. Well, no, I actually don't have a story, but just a last minute change of plans. I was thinking I was gonna do something, and then last minute, it's like, nope, you gotta do something else. And it's like, okay, I actually have a bunch of options right now. I kind of don't know which option to choose. I'll let some people join the stream before I start chit chatting and chit chatting, chit chatting and chit chatting. How y'all doing tonight? I promise I'll make a video tomorrow, something San Francisco related. Ooh, it's raining tomorrow? Hey, anybody watching this from the city, SF? Anybody watching this from the city? Because today was one of them wet, rainy days. I was still out today. I didn't work today, but like I had like a meeting or like a apartment showing today. And I actually just walked from the house to the apartment showing. And I just took the umbrella, and I was thinking I would just, come right back after the apartment tour. And I actually ended up staying out for out for hours. I just went walking around, like pretty much in the same areas I would go on the bike or go on the skateboard, but I just went walking with an umbrella. It was pretty cool. Yesterday, there was one of the bikers. He like crashed on his bike, and he pretty much crashed on his bike somewhere in the city. We don't know where he crashed in the city. What we believe he crashed. Some people say maybe someone punched him or hit him, but we believe he crashed on his bike, right? This was yesterday. And like he crashed around, like they say he crashed around noon. That's when like people said that they saw him on the other side of the city. And homeboy was like over at this place where like a bunch of bikers meet and hang out in the daytime. He was there, and he looked it like he was drunk, right? And usually when people look like they're drunk like that, usually what that really is like that could be a very serious head injury, right? And apparently homeboy crashed on his bike. He got back on the bike and then rode down where everyone was at. And then he was just like hanging out for like an hour, and no one was really like paying him that much attention. And then they figured out that like, yo, you're not doing good. And he was like throwing up. And then people figured out that like, yo, he's like, his head's cut. So they like called like the paramedics and all this stuff. And like the firefighters and paramedics came and cops came and everything. And he was like delusional, didn't want to like leave because he didn't know what was going on. Like, I felt so bad for him. But he just didn't know what was going on. And it kind of makes me want to wear my helmet now. But yeah, I went down there with the umbrella today. It was pouring rain, and it was still just as many people there hanging out as it would be on like a normal day. Okay, so now we got some people in the stream, so I can really get to going, get to talking. Guys, I'm trying to figure out what to do. My options are clearly open again. My options are clearly open again. So you guys know I was talking about leaving the city, right? I was talking about leaving San Francisco. I was thinking about, getting out of here, right? And then I told y'all, no, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that because of COVID, and where am I going to go? And like, it's just best if I just stay in SF. Well, I thought things was going to work out. So one of my roommates was like, "Yo, we should get a place together," and we found this place, and like I filled out the application and everything. He was gonna fill out his part. I like paid the application fee, and then he comes and tells me, "Oh, yo, so I don't think I'm gonna do it because like I don't exactly want to sign a 1 year lease." And I was just kind of like, oh, I was kind of like bummed out. But then I'm thinking, dude, this is actually good. This is good because now I'm free again. So I don't know what I'm gonna do now. So who knows what's gonna happen next week? Next week is like Thanksgiving, and I have to like move out by next week. Who knows what's gonna happen? Who knows what Jermaine's gonna end up doing? I may like stay here. I may take off. I have no idea what I'm gonna do. Like I want to stay here, but what I really don't want to do right now. And this morning I was completely cool with doing this, but now I don't want to do it. And that is I don't want to sign a lease anymore. And like I say this morning, like I was all cool with it. I was all like, yeah, yeah, I'll stay. Like, we're gonna get this cool place together, and yeah, it'll work out. And then I'm thinking, I don't know. I don't know. Now I'm back free again. I just saw someone said Airbnb IPO. Talking about the Airbnb IPO. I'm like so far from the screen. Like this is how far I am from the screen right now. So like I need to. I got a phone here. I can put the chat on my phone because the screen is way too far. I'm not reaching way over there right now. Come for Thanksgiving. Come for Thanksgiving. I think I want to stay in the city for Thanksgiving. I don't know why. Maybe I could go to SoCal. Thanksgiving ban and see pretty much. They don't want us to go from house to house. You know what I'm saying? I thought you just moved to a new room in San Francisco. Yeah, so this place was only for 3 months, and I was gonna see if I could. I was gonna see like if the COVID situation would be better now, and as we can see, I don't think the COVID situation is better. However, if I really wanted to leave and travel, there are countries I could go to. A lot of YouTubers are making videos in Turkey. A lot of YouTubers are making videos. I mean, people in Turkey must really love it because they have a lot of content. They have a lot of content like other, people coming to their country making videos. They must like it. But I don't know because I know some of you guys may wonder, like, why would people from Turkey like it if other people are coming to their country making videos? Well, for the people that watch videos to learn English, like, they're gonna love it because it's people in their country speaking English. And if they're trying to learn English, like, it's like a double whammy. It's sad, but gonna have a good time for Thanksgiving. Nevertheless, come to countries that are up with BS, strict rules like Thailand and Cambodia. Thailand's having a hard time right now. They're having protests after protest. They're pissed off with their king. It's hard to travel with the 2 week quarantine. Seeing many go to Mexico. Mexico is so close. It's so easy to go there. Just take everything, throw it in storage, take a backpack, go to Mexico. It's so easy to do. It's so simple to do. But for some reason, I feel like my place is to be in Put right now. That's what I really feel like. I feel like my place is in Put. Like, and that means that I should just be settled down in one place. Because now it's hard to Get out of Cali again. Oh yeah. Don't sign any long-term leases because rent is gonna go further down. You don't want to be stuck in a place to an Airbnb month-to-month lease. Yeah, this is something I've definitely been thinking about. I've definitely been thinking about how I don't want to be stuck on a lease. Now, I guess it's a little bit different. It's a little bit, yeah. No, I don't want to be stuck on a lease. I guess earlier this morning, when I was thinking about that place, like sharing that place, I don't know. I guess my whole thought has changed ever since he told me. He was like, yeah. I don't want to sign a lease. Move to NYC. I don't want to move to, bro. I don't want to freeze my balls off in the winter, dude. Like, if I'm gonna move to New York, I'm definitely not doing it in November, yo. If I move to New York, it's got to be in the spring, the summer. It's never gonna be when it's cold outside, dude. No. First time viewer, what's up? Oh, I'm just trying to figure out. I'm trying to figure out like what to do. I think I'm just going to, because now my options are open. Like if I really wanted to travel, like bam, like just do it. Miami. I mean, you're talking about a place that's warm all year round, yo. You talking about a place that's always warm. Miami, Texas. How much is a nice one bedroom in San Francisco? Like 15 to like 25, I would say. And you actually got some options at the 15 mark. Miami is always warm. Miami is always warm. Jay, don't forget there's a pandemic going on. You ain't going far. See, I know. Like I know that's why I said that's why I said I want to stay put right now. That's what I think the best thing to do is to just like to not be moving around, not to be bouncing around with the nomadic life. To just like sort of kind of stay in one spot and like chill for a second, or at least till the COVID comes down. San Fran is kind of expensive to get a beautiful place. Yeah, I mean, even with the pandemic, even with the prices low, it doesn't matter. Like anything that's really dope is gonna be cha-ching. The virus is no joke. You right about that. What's your zodiac sign? My zodiac sign is I don't know. I'm January 25th. El Paso is big time liberal city is on lockdown, so take that into consideration. Aquarius. Oh, I'm Aquarius. Social life is not returned yet. So now what? I don't know. You ain't real. You ain't no real 1 on 7. Oh, I thought you were spamming. Came by to say hi. What's up? Maybe I shouldn't hold the phone like this. That way you can't even see my face. Yeah, what's going on, everyone? What's up in the world? Y'all see the stock market today? It was just bobbing and weaving. It was bobbing and weaving. I'm trying to see what had me geeked up today. Something had me super excited in the markets earlier. It was actually blink charging, y'all. What is going on with this blink charging? Blink charging. See, I'm not even excited about Tesla no more. I'm gonna tell you how why I'm excited about Tesla. I'm not excited. Well, Tesla's already ran, right? Tesla has already ran. But a company that I'm watching just really creep up is this Blink Charging. Blink Charging was up 16% today. Yesterday, Blink Charging was up 31%. Like it was insane. We got our friendly people that love to take the trash cans out at night. Yeah, Blink, Switchback. Where is Switchback? Are they about to go? Are they about to roll out yet? I think that's probably why. That's probably why Blink is going up so much. It's because of Switchback. Switchback is about to become. I think Switchback is about to become ChargePoint. But Blink has been pushing hard, way harder than Switchback. Also, Blink has been pushing harder than Plug. I mean, Plug was up Plug was up like 25% yesterday. Yeah. What's up, Jermaine from NYC? What's going on, NYC in the house? They're gonna go big. I'll tell you something else that is another stock that's doing really good is Arcimoto, FUV. That's another one. Oh, there you go, Marty. If you need to make some extra money, I'm thinking of investing in the stock market. Yes. And also, guys, please don't forget about Bitcoin. Don't forget about that one because Bitcoin has been on fleek lately, yo. Bitcoin has been on fleek today. I wonder how much I walked. I walked like crazy today. I like your colorful PJs. These are not PJs. These are just these are actual pants. Like see, you like my pants? Can you see them? Aha! No, you can't see them. Comments are like, yeah. They are cool. Like those, Jay. That's cool. That's fresh. Ahead of the times. No, I got these from Zaffle. You know that website? I bought Blink at 511. Wish I bought more. Man, I bought like I have what? How many shares of Blink I have? I think like 600. Average price $300. Well, but no, average price below $3. In the Robinhood account, all of these Blink shares right here are freaking at $2.23 average price. And Blink is trading at like $13 plus right now. So I'm up deep on these. But you know, that just see, I'm gonna give you out a breakdown, okay? This is kind of what I figured out how it works in the markets. This is how you make serious money in the markets. It takes time, okay? Okay, so right now, this is how the ball is breaking down. So like I invested in Tesla, right? And now I'm up like 10 times on it, okay? Well, not really 10 times, but maybe like 8 times, okay? Now, I'm going to keep Tesla. Now, there's other companies that I'm, investing in. Maybe they won't do so great. But what I'm doing is hopefully I can get another runner like Tesla, another one that do very, very well in the course of like 2-3 years, If you can get a couple of those, and you make some money off of those, and then over time these little smaller stocks, because check this out. When I was buying Blink, I wasn't thinking of investing $2,000 in Blink. I wasn't thinking that way. I was thinking, yo, let's just invest like, $300-$400 in Blink. Nowadays, if I want to invest in a new company like that, I want to think of, okay, let's put a couple thousand, especially if it's like $2 a share, because I've seen where these small companies can go. Like I've seen where some of these small companies can go. Just because it's a small company doesn't mean that one day it's gonna be $100. No, 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 no. But some companies can do that. Like AMD was like a $3 stock one day, and then now AMD is like, it's $80 plus. So not every company can do this. And in the markets, like that's just what you have to have, to make money. You take $10,000, right, and you invest it into a company, and it goes up 10 times. So you made $100,000 off of that stock, right? But then in the background, maybe you had like 3,000 in this stock, you had 3,000 in this one, you had 2,000 in that one, you had 1,000 in this one. But then over time, like, maybe this one doubled, maybe this one tripled, maybe this one didn't do so great, you know. But then, you got some fast runners. But then maybe you were only buying $3,000 here and $3,000 there and $3,000 there. But then over time, you'll be buying what? $10,000 here and then $10,000 there. So remember when you invested 3,000 and you made like 100, you made 10 times. Now invest in 10,000 and then you making 10 times, right? And then just imagine if you invested 100,000 and you made 10 times. Yo, I mean, you just gotta keep up at it. You gotta keep up at it. You gotta keep fresh. You gotta keep doing your research. You gotta keep finding out. Like what company's doing. Don't sleep on it. Don't ever sleep, yo. Don't ever sleep. Diversifying your portfolio is a mofo, yeah, for sure. And then another thing about companies too, y'all. Hey, this real talk right here. Hey, this real talk. A while ago, like before I bought Tesla, I had a whole bunch of Apple shares, right? Whole bunch of Apple shares. Yo, I was like, man, Apple's weak. Like, Apple can't double, right? Apple can't double. I mean, I said it couldn't double, and then it actually did double. But Apple's so big, like, can it double 2 more times? Probably not. I mean, probably not. Not faster than some of these other small companies. You know what I mean? Because like Apple doubling 2 more times, like that's gonna be a what? That'll be an $8 trillion company. You know what I mean? Where we are 2 trillion, so double 4 trillion, double 8 trillion. You know what I mean? I just can't see that happening anytime soon. But what I can see happening is a company that's like worth $300 million. I can see that doubling, tripling, quadrupling, 10xing, you know? So I'm the type of dude, I just freaking been selling off a whole bunch of Apple because, Apple did a split. So, like, you get 4-to-1. So now earlier today, I was selling off Apple and buying more Beyond Meat because I think Beyond Meat is going to be the next Tesla. Like, I've been preaching Beyond Meat for a long time, but I think Beyond Meat is going to be the next Tesla stock. The next stock that's gonna run. But then there's a whole bunch of stocks that have. I mean, look at NEO. NEO has done so much better than Tesla. I knew nothing about stocks. It gets confused. It gets so confusing. Not really. I mean, it doesn't have to be confusing. What's up, Jimmy? What's up, Jimmy? What's good? Beyond Me. Neo. Yeah, Neo's a good one. I'm not in Neo though. I mean, I just didn't invest in everything. Instead of investing in Neo, I invested in Instead of investing in Neo, I invested in Blink. That's what I got instead. How is the iPhone Mini? I freaking love the iPhone Mini. Not much. How about you, sir? Nothing much. Just having a good night. I've been trying to figure out like moving situation. Cause what up, Ashley? I've been trying to figure out the whole moving situation. And guys, I'm gonna go ahead and say what I'm gonna do. So like, check this out. So basically, you know, we're supposed to move out at the end of like next week, and I gotta like figure out what I'm gonna do because like one of the roommates was like, yeah, we're gonna get a place together. We're gonna get a place together, and then I went fill out the application, paid the fee and all that, and then he was like, no, like I don't think I want to do it. So I'm like, crap. And then I was thinking to myself, are you an Aquarius? Yeah. And then I was thinking to myself, I was like, look, man, it's not that big of a deal. It's not that big of a deal that he backed out. It's not that big of a deal because I can have options. I definitely have other options. I could easily, go stay in a handful of places. Like, I was looking at a hotel in the financial district that I could stay at. That would be pretty cool. The, how much are you losing on the application fee? It was like $45. I was fucking pissed about that. I was totally fucking pissed about that, yo. But okay, $45. But check this out. I can't be so pissed about it because if I would have moved to that place, I would have spent a whole lot more than $45. You know what I mean? You said a damn eighth. No, but basically, I'm not so upset about it because think about all the things I'd have to do, right? So if I do move, I'm probably gonna I'm probably gonna upgrade some things. I'm probably gonna get a different bed. I'm probably gonna get like a new desk because I'm not gonna take this new desk. Things that we would have to get for the house. We'd have to get a freaking Wi-Fi 6 router, right? We'd also have to get the you have to buy like extra shit, right? And then you have to go through moving, right? Not that big of a deal. And then it's like I'm stuck there for I'm stuck there for 18 months, right? Which is not so bad. Not so bad. But then there's also this thought in my head like what if prices go lower, you know? What if prices go what if something else happens? Do I really want to be stuck there for 18 months? That's the part I was really thinking about. Do I really want to be stuck there for 18 months? Or I can just go find another place, pay like 1,000 a month, and I don't have to buy extra anything. Like I can just move into a place and I don't even have to buy desks. I don't have to buy a chair. I don't have to move the bed. I don't have to do anything. Like I can just like pop in, like just ask for the Wi-Fi code. Like I don't have to go buy no router off Amazon. I gotta get all that crap. I ain't gotta call up like the place and yo, can you hook up the utilities? Can y'all hook up the internet? Like I don't have to be strapped down and held down on the bed with my hands above my head by the lease company saying, yeah, we stroking you, boy, yeah, because you're going to be paying us for 18 months. Not that that's a bad thing because, you got to live somewhere. But I'm just thinking, I'm just looking at this other place I can move to for like a whole lot less. And I don't have to, like, I don't have to pay all this extra stuff, right? Like, I literally right now, I literally just transferred like some money because one account I use for like business, but then another account I use for like my living expense like bills and like rent and stuff like that. So I like transfer like all this money to this account because I was gonna like buy extra stuff like you gotta buy dishes for the gotta buy new dishes for the apartment when we move there. You may have to buy what a vacuum cleaner You know, the place that if the place have carpet, you know, like there's just extra things that you have to buy. You know what I mean? Like that you got to take some Target trips. You know what I'm saying? But if I just move to a place that's like basically like I already set up, it's just like kind of moving to the place I'm living in now. Like, you know, like if someone asked me, like when on my other live stream, I was in the bathroom washing my hands, and someone said, "Oh, the bathroom is so nicely decorated." Jermaine, did you decorate the bathroom? And I was like, hell no, I didn't decorate the bathroom. Like, I just moved in here, you know? So I could do that. Like, I could straight up just move in somewhere and don't have to do shit, yo, and just be chilling, right? Or I could just move and get my own place and I gotta freaking decorate the bathroom. No, bro. I think what I'm gonna do is this right here. I think this is what I'm gonna do. I think what I'm gonna do is just stay at a cheap place and just keep making money. Stay like, you know, rent, you know, month to month, because I don't know that's the best insurance plan, because you can stay, you can go. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. Just stay month to month, hang out in the city. You know, yeah, that's what I'm gonna do, and it'll be so much cheaper. It'll be so much stress free. Yeah. If I want to take off and leave, I can take off and leave. I just saw South Africa is opening up to Americans. So, you know, I can't say that, you know, I'm going to go anytime soon. I don't want to just pop up down there, but maybe after like 3 or 4 months, maybe things will get a little bit better around the world and I'll just be like, split, peace out. But yeah, that's what I'm thinking about doing. I'm thinking about just going with saving a whole lot more money and living like hella cheap, like I always do. The benefit of not having children. You're right about that. I don't have kids. The accent from Memphis is a good voice. Actors. Morgan Freeman is there too. Ooh. Late to the party. What's up? Nothing much. I'm just talking about life. I'm just talking about the things I got going on. Yeah. Moving, stuff like that. I'm like getting super creative. Can do anything I want. Yeah, it is a nice feeling. Pandemic should be over mid to late next year. I'm sure you will be traveling. How very good after that. Yeah, I think the pandemic will be over. What's your save earnings ratio? For the past, pretty much all this year, it's been like above 50% up until like I don't know, maybe 2 months ago. It's like a little bit below, maybe like yeah, it's definitely be a little bit below. Renting month to month makes sense. You don't want to be tied down, especially for someone who likes to move around. I was thinking about that too. I like to. I just like to live in different neighborhoods because I've looked at a couple of different places today. The place I think I'm gonna pick. It's in Selma. You know, I was really thinking about North Beach. Really thinking about North Beach. There was this little spot in North Beach, and instead of North Beach, I think I'm gonna pick this place in Selma. It's this low key spot. You know, it's one of those in and out type situations. You know what I mean? I'm not here for that. I'd like to see what you're up to. Jay needs a girlfriend around. Traveling soon. Soma. Oh no, Soma won't. Why don't you move to SoCal? I used to live in SoCal, yeah. I used to live in SoCal. I lived in SoCal for like 5 years. I lived in Santa Barbara of all places. Great A SoCal, dude. The best SoCal has to offer. How much money do you think you will need to save up to quit a career in travel? To quit a career in travel, I would say probably like not that much. Like if you really want to just like travel around the world and not work, maybe like 250,000, 300,000. You know, if you're spending like, it really depends on what countries you're in too. But if you got like 300,000 and you're spending like $1,000 a month, right? You spend $1,000 a month and you got $300,000. And if you can invest in something that's going up like 20% a year, oh yeah, you be good. Because 20% a year, that's like your investment going up like 60,000. The first year, and then you only spending 12 out of that. So that could be really good. But I don't know what country you would be in. Like some people spend a whole lot more than $12,000 a year. Maybe you want to spend $24,000 a year, $2,000 a month. Maybe you want to spend more. Maybe you want to spend $4,000 a month and live in, Southeast Asia or live somewhere in Africa. It just really depends on like how much you want to spend. I mean, me, like, I don't really have like I don't really spend a lot of money, yo. Like that's just how I am. Like, I do like expensive things. I like quality things, but I'm not like the type of person that's like I gotta have my coffee. I gotta go to the fancy person over here. I gotta go to this fancy shop. Like, I'm just like real low key, frugal type person. I don't typically like to just blow money on stuff. People are saving a lot here in NYC since all the fun stuff is closed. Oh yeah. I used to live in Hayward, but I moved in January. You moved to the city? Or you moved from Hayward? Streets of SF are still dead. Streets of SF are still dead, but they're definitely picking up. Or I want to say like ever since the election has been over with, the city has been more busy. It's been a whole lot more to life. Whole lot more to life, yo. A whole lot more to life. Any dollar amount sounds right. I used to spend much more money on weed. If I invested that amount, I can only imagine me in a Tesla. Mm-mm. Helps with loneliness. Sup, Jermaine? How have you been? My flight was great. Departure in London. Oh, that's what's up. Was this your first time flying or something? Do you not like usually fly, or is this your first time flying in the COVID days? Because flying in the COVID days is like different. It's like I think these lights make me sleepy, yo. I really think these lights make me sleepy. Like every time I sit in front of these freaking lights, it can be in the daytime. Sometimes I'll like wake up, it'd be hella early in the morning, and I'll cut the lights on, and it'll make me tired. But it's been mornings where like I'll sit here and don't have the lights on. I'll have the just the natural light coming in. No, it's your voice making you sleepy. Oh really? My voice making me sleepy. Jermaine, what do you eat on Thanksgiving? What I eat on Thanksgiving? Chinese food will be bomb on Thanksgiving. That's probably what I'll do. Because I'm pretty sure there'll be a lot of Chinese places open. Bruh, NEBA has expanded to rent into Section 8. I found out this morning restrictions apply, may not be available in your area. I don't know if really is that true, because I was looking at Nemo's prices and it doesn't even look like their prices have went down. Their studios are still, $2,700. 400 square feet. So I'm trying to figure out like, and then their building's old, yo. Like for real, their building is old. And when I mean old, I'm talking about it's about 10 years old, about 15 years old. Anything, I'm telling you, when a building is over about 2 years old, it's old. Like no joke, real talk. Like when it's about 2 years old, when it's been open for about 2 years, it's no longer new anymore. You know, it'll stay new for like a year and a half, but 2 years is old, y'all. And that's kind of why I never wanna. That's kind of why I like new buildings, but I already know like it's gonna get old so fast, yo. Oh my gosh, it's gonna get old so fast. Like just give it 2 years. I don't care. See, like for a while I was thinking about like, yo, maybe I want to settle down and build a house, and then I was thinking, yo, I don't care. Like all construction is the same way. Give it 2 3 weeks, the shit gonna be old. Bottom line. Yeah, they kissing. I hear that Memphis now. Oh, you hear that Memphis now? You got to do you. I'm doing. It's okay then if it's old. Well, it's totally okay if it's old. But what I'm saying is like, I never try. That whole. It's the whole like, you see it now and it's all new now and it looks so pretty now. But then once you get used to it, once you get used to seeing it, you just get used to it. So it's just not new anymore. It's just like, oh yeah, that old thing. It's just like when you go get a new pair of shoes and you really like them and you get them, and then they all new, they nice, but then after you've been wearing them for a little bit, that is like, oh yeah, it's just like a skateboard. It's just like a bike. When it's all new, it's new, but then once it's old, it's like it's old. Mm. Are you gonna have roommates at the next apartment? Yeah, yeah, definitely. This is gonna be like this is gonna be like I don't know, sublease type situation, something along those lines. Yeah. You might have missed much super chat above. I missed your super chat. Oh, Blake, where in social is active and profitable like the Bay Area, hustling, gig work. Um, you gotta be active on the Facebook groups around here, or you gotta go to the certain areas where the gig workers hang out. That is gonna vary. Bikers hang out at certain areas. Uber drivers in cars hang out in other areas. Some of them hang out in like Safeway parking lots at certain hours. Some of them hang out at I mean, if you got an electric car, which I don't think the electric Uber scene is very popping like it used to be, you can hang out. It's just certain places where different folks meet. The electric charging stations. Like when I had the electric car, I would always meet people at the electric charging stations because you always got to stay there and charge your car. First time I flew was to Cali, then the second time. The first time I flew was let's see, and then the second time. You flying all over the place. Where in SoCal? Santa Barbara. That's where I would go in SoCal. I mean, I don't know. I just see someone says where in SoCal. I'm just saying Santa Barbara. I like my dating life, my mom. Charity combinations. Yeah, I don't think the price. Yeah, the prices in Nemo haven't went down, or at least like if you go on the Facebook Marketplace, it hasn't went down at all. Where haven't you traveled to that you would like to go? Maybe like Eastern Africa. It's a little bit more exotic, you know. What I mean by exotic, like I need visas and I need to, have a little bit more preparation. So that is a little bit more difficult to go to, because I have to prepare a little bit more. What else? Maybe New Zealand would be a fun place. I'm like so tired all of a sudden. Like I'm gonna have to end this stream, yo. I'm like yawning like crazy. Are you guys telling me to eat ice cream? One year as Tesla sold for 10 years. Is it possible that VW will sell as many electric cars for 1 year as Tesla sold for 10 years? Oh, so basically, are you trying to say, is it possible for VW to sell as many cars as Tesla did in 10 years? But for VW to do it in 1 year, it all boils down to batteries. It all boils down to batteries. If they can get them and make them, yeah, probably. If they can also sell them, which I think if they were making that many cars, they would be pushing it harder on their customers, So yeah, I get it all boils down to batteries. This is Ashton. What up, Ashton? Can people get passports now? Yeah, you should be able to get passports. I don't know about who's accepting passports. That's the thing. Hopefully I can catch you live again. Oh, that's what's up. That's what's up. Hopefully you can. Hey guys, I'm gonna go get some ice cream. I'll be right back. Have you ever visited Long Beach? Yep. I've spent a lot of time in Long Beach, actually. What's that little fancy beach town that's like south of Long Beach? Heather used to live there. I spent a lot of time down there. I didn't spend that much time in Long Beach proper. Cookie dough, yeah, it's cookie dough ice cream. I just got the cookie dough ice cream because if I eat ice cream, I won't yawn. What else is going on in this chat, yo? I hate when he eats in the camera. Why? Hermosa Beach, I think that's it. No, it's not Huntington Beach. Jermaine, I'm a sherbet guy. I had a peach sherbet. Why? Well, so whenever I went to Long Beach, I took the skateboard. So I would only go along the water because along the water, there's like bike trails and stuff. And when I did go to Long Beach, I would go to like the WeWork in Long Beach. Oh, sherbet. She ain't talking about Long Beach. Wait, so much drama in the LBC. Brother, what's up, Kim? What's up, Kim? What's up, la mama? What's up? Virtual hug. Sublime. I do sell peach sherbet yogurt. Peach sherbet ice cream. Well, sherbet is, I think that can be vegan, right? I think so. Ocean line is better. I see. Thanks, boy. He's eating ice cream. Well, because I was freaking yawning. And if I eat ice cream, I'm going to be yawning because all them taste buds in my mouth just fired up, yo. Be good. Yes. Ice cream and whiskey. You guys think I should do MSR? No. What do you call it when you speak into the microphone like this? And you get people to really like your voice because you speak really good into the microphone. It's called ASMR. Once upon a time, I took an airplane. The plane landed in San Francisco. I rushed to the airport. As I was rushing to the airport, I whipped out my phone. I requested Uber. Uber driver came. The Uber driver was driving a Prius. I got very turned on. It's just something about those cars that are green, you know, the energy efficient cars. Yeah, I remember her. She had really short hair. Yeah, dude. She looked like a skater chick. She told me she liked video games. I said, really? Yeah. This is so NPR, yo. It's so NPR, right? Even the accent is super NPR. I done went NPR on y'all. Nighttime stories. Jermaine, your entire shit. It's like TLC. Night sessions. That is NPR all day. Y'all know what NPR is? That's if you know what NPR is, you know what that voice is. Oh gosh. I was straight up like trying to tell a story, but then when you said NPR when I read NPR on the screen, like I couldn't do anything but laugh. Like a little of that Barry White. Did you ever believe in Jesus growing up? Of course I did. Do that voice and describe dirty SF streets. "6:45 a.m. I'm walking outside. The streets are all wet. The street sweeper just drove by and swept the streets. The street sweeper hit a garbage bag. In the garbage bag, the garbage from the bag flew all over the street after the street sweeper went over the bag of garbage in the street. Street sweeper left. Garbage is still in the street. San Francisco, but wait. That was when I just walked out of my door. That was just 30 seconds. I still gotta walk another 45 minutes to get to where I'm going. Okay, another 3.5 minutes into my walk. I see some poo on the street and I say, oh my gosh, it smells like poo over here. San Francisco streets be so dirty. Maybe I can't do MSR so much. I be hitting too many high tones. Avoid that shit. When he's dressed, it's terrible. Yeah, I know. I gotta like stay super low. He needs to smoke. Y'all are a trip. I love having a good time with y'all. You guys are fun to hang out with at nighttime. You guys have fun to hang out with. We got this COVID crap going on. We gotta be creative, What's for dinner tonight? So check this out. I went to go look at another place like 2 hours ago. Walked over to look at the other place. It's halfway on the other side of somewhere, right? Walked over there. Once I got there, I was proud of myself. So I said, yo, we can go get a burrito now. So I went to a Mission District, got a $6 burrito. Chop, 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 chop. You say it's somewhat cheap now? I mean, Selma's not cheap, but Selma's cheaper. It's cheaper. It's not cheap, but it's cheaper. I mean, I don't think things will ever be like cheap in the city. Just because of there's only so much space in the city, and once it's filled up, it's filled up. SF was crazy back in the 70s. I bet it was. I bet they was doing everything in the 70s around here. I mean, I bet these neighborhoods was just so much different back in the day. Finally, affordable meal by your standards. Oh, really? Yeah, that burrito that's like one of the cheapest meals like you can get in the city. But I had to walk like halfway over there. I had to go all deep up in the Mission to get a burrito, y'all. Well, for that price. Jermaine type of Portlander vegan. The restaurant had a designated fart area. Oh gosh, that's like gross. Designated fart area. Why? Because vegans fart so much? That's only new vegans that do that. Once you get used to it, like you don't fart like that anymore. You don't. Bro, I live by Turk and Jones. I commented that 50 Jones was boarded up on your travel vlog. Okay, so I just noticed that a couple of days ago. So I was skinning through, and I noticed that like they had 50 Jones covered up. And I was thinking, that's like the only apartment building in the city that's new that they have covered up with wood on. Now think about this. Who would move in there? Who would move in? Like, who would move into a luxury building that has wood on the glass, like outside? Like, who would move in there? And then on top of that, across the street, there's a whole bunch of tents. On the other side, there's a whole bunch of tents. I mean, to walk in either direction, you gotta walk through homeless people or tents, you know? So, like, I'm trying to figure out, like, who would even live there? Like, who would live in that area? You know, the guy from the leasing agency, he emailed me last week, and he sent me the updated pricing. They actually dropped the prices quite a bit. But still, though, like, they dropped the prices, but, like, still, like, who I just don't get it. Like, if you want to pay those prices, you can live like almost anywhere in the city, basically. It's like, why would you want to live there? And then they just recently boarded it up. His friend Alex saying here, thank God. Y'all don't like Alex. What's worse, committing to a girlfriend or a 1 year lease? Depends on the girlfriend. The girlfriend might be a whole lot better than the lease. But like I said, it depends on the girlfriend. I mean, it could be like a crazy girl, you know, that you would wish you'd rather have a lease locked up in an apartment versus that crazy female. Or it could be the other way around. Or it could be somebody who's so cool and want to hang out with you and just want to have fun with you all the time that you wouldn't want to be locked up in a lease without them. Jermaine, have you thought of buying land? Only thought of buying land in a place where I maybe want to build, you know. But other than that, I really haven't thought about buying land. Crazy girls cook well. I hear you on that. Will you ever live in a shipping crate? So a shipping container? I would. I would, but that's not something that we're gonna easily find around here in the city. Don't marry crazies. Don't marry crazies. Trust me. Kim, I don't think you crazy. What about a tiny home? A tiny home, you know, in the city, we all about the tiny home. A tiny home is freaking living in a box in the city. But I get it, a tiny home outside of the city. Yeah, if I was outside the city, I think I would be into something like that. Not me, dude. Her. She crazy. How crazy? How crazy is she? How crazy is she? Hey, question. Tomorrow, y'all want like crap, it's raining. Never mind. I was gonna see if y'all wanted like a couple hour long live stream, but it's raining tomorrow. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Live stream in the room. 1-ish afternoon. Live stream at home? Okay. Where's the baby video? It's coming. One reason I don't go to Bayview is far. It's far, yo. Like, it's far. That's why you don't see me at Ocean Beach. It's far. That's why you don't see me on Golden Gate Bridge. It's far. Like, It's far. Like anything, if it's more than two, if it's more than like a mile and a half, I'm just not really just gonna go over there, y'all. I'm just gonna keep it real. I'm just not, unless it's along Embarcadero, because Embarcadero is flat. Now, don't get me wrong. Bayview is basically down Embarcadero, but it's far down Embarcadero. Like once again, we getting back to the first one. Far, like it's far. Like I'll go to the Marina District because you can get to it. You got you got the Embarcadero that goes all the way around, and that's an area I'm very familiar with too. But like going down the Third Street, like there's a lot of like nothing in that area. And I mean, it would be cool to take a train down there, but like trains aren't running. It would be cool to take the freaking train a lot of places. But once again, the train's not running. Buses, e-bike, double. So I can't take this bike on the bus. These tires are too fat. If I had the regular tires, I could definitely take that on the bus. True people commit suicide jumping off the Golden Gate Bridge. Oh, hell yeah. I knew a guy I went to college with who jumped off the Golden Gate Bridge and committed suicide. That's like real talk, dude. That is like real. Like there's videos on YouTube. Like there was a video on YouTube of a guy who jumped off the Golden Gate Bridge and lived. And like he tells his story. And the first thing that he says as soon as he let go of the bridge, he regretted it. And it just make you wonder how many people like jump off a bridge and they like regret it, but then they die, you know? And they never ever live to tell that story. How many people have like jumped off a building and then as soon as they jump, they're just like, no, this is the biggest mistake I ever made in my life, you know? It's crazy. It's crazy. But that's something that, oh, would not want to deal with. Whole documentary on the GG Bridge. I think that's crazy, yo. People survive Niagara Falls suicides too. Okay, so now it's real out there. It's real out here. So now you can't jump off the bridge like you used to because they put these suicide things down. So like if you jump, like it'll catch you. And I guess if you're a real fool, you would jump on that, and then you jump off that, and then you just jump off that into the water. But then by the time you jump onto the first thing, I'm pretty sure there's like a sensor that would automatically alert the Coast Guard, you know, and they would probably like be en route. And when you jump from the bridge to that thing, it's a nice distance. So if you jump from that, I don't think you're gonna jump. I don't think you're gonna land on your feet. You know what I mean? You're gonna land like all crazy. You know, you're gonna probably hurt yourself just from that. And then if you have enough energy to jump again, you know, but probably jumping off the bridge onto that net would probably knock enough freaking sense in your crazy ass that you ain't gonna have enough. You ain't gonna have enough courage to keep doing it. You know? Yeah, it'll definitely give you time to think, right? That's the first one, and it'll probably injure you too. You're gonna get mugged up. Go to a Bible for peace of mind. Jay, don't stay up on current events. What do you mean current events? I'm not trying to talk about politics. That's what I'm trying not to. Like I lost. too many subscribers this month. Like way too many subscribers this month. So like I really don't want to talk about politics. And then I freaking had Alex on the stream, and then Alex straight up had to put a whole section of the stream talking about politics. And like I did not want to talk about politics. Like I don't really care about that shit. Like if y'all wanna, get high off of it, do it. I just don't want to talk about it anymore. It's just old, you know. It's just, I mean, I got my deck of cards. I'm gonna just keep playing my cards. Anyway, what college did you go to? I went to Santa Barbara City College. I went to Santa Barbara City College. I went for like, I just went and this one day just didn't go back anymore. So it's a long story. I don't want to talk about it in this stream, y'all. I didn't want to talk about it in this stream. I recognize you are resistant, however. You will please, Alex. You're getting one of those new Macs. I don't exactly need one, so that's why I'm not gonna get one. I just really don't need one. I could upgrade my computer, or I can keep my computer another 2 years. I mean, I would rather have a nice iPad that I can work from, and have the latest phone. I don't need all my device. I don't need them all brand new. I mean, it would be cool, I can work on my computer just as fast as I can my iPad. I mean, that would be kind of nice, but I mean, I'm not in a hurry. But I guess it's only like $1,000, which is like not too bad. But once again, would you ever move back to the South? It would be kind of hard to move back to the South. I could do it, I could, but it would, I mean, it would be a shift. It would be a change in life. You know what I mean? I could do it, but it would be a change. How long did it take to get a passport? It took me 3 weeks, but I also applied during normal times. Like I applied, I don't know, 12 years ago or something like that. They told me it would take 6 weeks. I got it half that time. But I think they just have to say it could take 6 weeks. I imagine now there's probably a lot of people getting passports just because I'm pretty sure it was probably an amount of time where you couldn't get a passport because they were probably closed. So, so now it's probably a really good time. Do you listen to podcasts? I don't listen to podcasts. I probably should. I don't listen to podcasts, but I listen to like things on YouTube that's just like a podcast. So, it's like the whole setup, same setup as a podcast. Like I'll tell you, one podcast I do listen to is a podcast on YouTube. It's called Boom Bear Bust, and what this dude talks about, he's actually kind of funny, yo. He talks about doom and gloom. Like everything is like doom and gloom. He's like, the economy is so bad and there's food lines and things are getting worse and guys, the things are just right about to hit the fan. Oh guys, tomorrow things are just about to hit oh guys, the magic men, they're doing this and they're doing that. He is that type of channel. And like every day, only thing the only thing he talk about is doom and gloom. And I love watching it because he has a lot of humor to it. You know what I mean? He has a lot of, he'll say something in a way that he'll say something talking very serious, but he'll say it in a funny way that'll make you laugh. But like, you shouldn't really be laughing at it. But like, if he wouldn't have said it that way, you wouldn't be laughing. But he'll just be like, what are your change of plans? My change of plans are not going to live in the place that I was gonna move to, and not sign a 18-month lease. Yeah, so that was the change, and now it's gonna be a whole lot flexible because instead of signing an 18-month lease, I can just do a month-to-month situation. And if I want to take off, if I want to leave, if I just got more options if I don't sign a long lease. You get what I'm saying? So that's what I'm gonna do. I think this is a really good. I think it's a really good option. I, th- I thought, yeah. So like 12 is normal, but the thing about 12, I'm gonna give y'all a breakdown about 12 months. I'm gonna tell y'all why you don't hear about many 12-month leases right now. Have you seen any filming going on it? I've seen a little bit. I've seen filming like indoors, but not on the streets. Like I've seen definitely film crews like take equipment indoors, right? So with the 18-month lease, think about this here. I'm not exactly gonna just do the math like off the top of my head. Maybe someone can do the math and put it in the comments. But like basically, I'm just gonna say this and like, okay, if you sign a 12-month lease, right, and the whole illusion is we want to give you 2 months free, right? If you sign a 12-month lease, and let's say the rent was $2,000 a month, right? But now we're gonna give you 2 months free. So like, someone do the math for me, right? Okay, so like, originally it was gonna be $12,000 a year. So it was gonna be no. Originally it was gonna be $24,000 a year. It was gonna be $2,000 a month, right? So now since they give you the 2 months free, you're gonna subtract $24,000, right? So once you subtract the $24,000, you're gonna come up with 20,000. Then you want to do 20,000 divided by 12. 20,000 divided by 12 is going to give you the new rent price, which is $1,666, right? Now, remember the 18-month lease I was telling you about? So let's just do the math on the 18-month lease. Same scenario, $2,000 a month. So $2,000 a month times 18. So that's $36,000. Now they're going to give you 2 months free, right? So 2 months free is 32,000 divided by 18. So now when they give you the 2 months free on 18-month lease, your rent is actually $1,777 versus if they gave you 2 months free on a 12-month lease, your rent would be $1,666. So like that's the difference, whenever they get you to that, whenever they hit you with the 18-month lease, they're basically watering down that free amount that they're giving you. But they do it in a sneaky way, like they do it in a freaky way. Why not buy a house too expensive? What do you mean buy a house? Buy a house here in San Francisco? Is crypto part of your investment portfolio? I mean, it's a very small part of my investment portfolio, but with crypto rising the way it is, I mean, it's becoming larger and larger. Yeah, most people would rather pay the 1,666 for 12 months because that gives you two things. That gives you the lower rent price, and that also gives you a shorter lease. Shorter lease. They don't necessarily want you to have the shorter lease because they want to keep you there a little bit longer, so they know that you'll be paying. I don't work out at all. Like I don't work out. I skateboard. That's working out for me. I carry the heavy backpack. That's working out for me. I definitely don't want to buy a house in San Francisco. I think that should be for the local folks. Got 500K down payment. How do how do you stay lean? I just always move around. That's how I stay lean. Cause I eat like a horse, yo. Like I eat so I eat, I eat like a horse. I'm just active. Count your beans and multiply them. Eat ice cream at night and then just go pass out. It's not like I'm eating like a gallon of ice this much ice cream and then going outside. How much do you weigh approximately? I weigh about 160 pounds. Jermaine, you need to know how to code in order to afford SF mortgage. No, I don't, and I don't want a SF mortgage. I don't want to SF mortgage. Having a SF mortgage means that I'm gonna have to put that large 20% down payment down, meaning I'm gonna have to pay property tax in San Francisco, meaning that I'm gonna have to pay. I probably wanna pay for earthquake insurance because the earthquake could come, shake this junk down real quick, knock some shit down, break some windows, cause some riots, set some shit on fire. So I gotta have coverage for that, you know. And then I would also have to deal with like the politics of San Francisco, like long term. I would have to deal with the politics of San Francisco long term. Like I would be down there like, we need these votes to pass and we need this and we need that and we need to lock these people up and we need to get rid of these homeless people and we need to do that and we need to do this. And guess what? Jermaine ain't finna do none of that. Nope. And nobody that's writing code is going to do that either. I'm going to say that one more time. Nobody's writing code is going to be down there doing that shit either. No. They're going to be in their basement trying to get their money, trying to run from all of those problems. They're just going to try to run from those problems. The homeless person down the street, run from that homeless person. Just order from Uber Eats. Don't go to the store. Don't go to the restaurant. Just, my bad, Kim. If you get a house in San Francisco, you won't be able to travel as much. Maybe I would because maybe I would. I can rent it out. You wild, dude. I mean, Kim, sometimes I gotta keep it real. Sometimes I gotta let people know. I gotta put them into perspective because when you live in the city, man, everything can be real good for you, right? Everything can be real good for you. Everything can be real good for everybody around you, right? And then that could all change like really fast. And I'm saying that, and I haven't even been here to see it like happen. Well, don't get me wrong. Coronavirus, I did actually see it happen. Yeah. Yeah, I did see it happen. I see a lot of people lose their jobs. I see a lot of people move away. Like, yeah, did see it. So true. How tall are you, Jay? I'm what 5'11", 6 foot, something like that. 5'11", 6 foot. Thanks for hanging out with me tonight, guys. Can you guys believe like I've basically just been at home all day? Like I've been trying to figure out like what am I gonna do, like the moving situation, and then it was supposed to rain, so like I was kind of wanted to stay at home because of the rain, but then it didn't rain till like 12. Ever gotten into a fight? It's been a minute since I got into a fight. Yeah, my sister is coming to my house and took my lighter. Dude, don't you hate that? When somebody come over and they take your lighter. Where's your next holiday destination? Probably UK somewhere. Would you ever want to fight a homeless person at SF? Oh, hell no. Why would I want to fight a homeless person at SF? I mean, that's someone who ain't got nothing to lose, yo. Would you ever take a vaccination? Yeah, I would. I know a lot of people are against it, but I'm not necessarily against taking a vaccination, you know? Just because there's lots of people out there that say that they wouldn't, you know? I would. I would take it. But I'm also not very high on the list to receive it either. You know, people that are going to be high on the list to receive it are going to be people who are more high at risk. Yes. It's just fun hanging out with you guys. We're having a good night. We're having a good night. Is that security guard still on the job at the market? What do you mean at the market? Yeah, I mean, believe me, when that vaccination come out, they're not gonna come ask me, hey Jermaine, we're gonna give it to you first. So when people ask me, am I gonna get the vaccination? That's like irrelevant. You know what I mean? Like I would be so far down that list to get the vaccination. I don't even know why people even ask me that question. I mean, someone who's young and fit and healthy, like, yeah, don't get me wrong, like I still could get it. But I think that the people that would take the virus are people who, the people who take the vaccination are people who, well, the people that we get it first are the people who are most high at risk. The security guards who gave you a hard time. Oh, so I don't want to talk about the situation. Next. Jermaine needs to jump on the iPhone 12 bandwagon. So I do have the iPhone 12. This is the iPhone 12 mini. Right here. This is the mini. This is the little mini. Where are you going? When are you going to the UK? I have no idea when I'm going back to the UK. I really miss that place called Honest Burgers, because they have Beyond Burger there. Like I can't get it here, but I guess I missed them because they send me emails. Trust in God and you'll be fine. Yes. Enjoy UK lockdown. I guess I could still go to UK. I have this girl that like she's super crazy about me. She wants me to come so bad, but I don't like I said, I don't exactly want to travel right now. I guess like I just don't exactly want to travel. What's your favorite part of London? I like all the food that they have. It's a very walkable city. It's very walkable. There's no language barrier. There's a lot of different countries I go to. Yeah, I can communicate, but not with everyone. You know what I mean? I gotta find someone who knows English. You say British food. I'm actually not a big fan of British food. I'm actually not a big fan of British food. Not a big fan of British food. But in London, there's so much other food. You don't have to go there to eat British food. It's just like going to New York. When you go to New York, you have so many food options. You have so many food options. You don't have to eat any American food if you don't want to. Like you can eat Chinese food, you can eat African food, you can eat Middle Eastern food. You can just eat whatever you want because there's so many different restaurants. So when I say the food is good in London, I'm definitely not talking about fish and chips. But you know what? Fish and chips can be good if you want fish and chips. I'm pretty sure you could probably find some good fish and chips in London because guess what? That's what they eat. Like that's their burger and fries is fish and chips. Y'all better super chat this man. It wouldn't be if it was Friday. Is Beyond sausage real meat? I love Beyond sausage. I haven't tried the breakfast sausages yet. Jermaine, are you dyslexic or just tired? I'm both, but like the screen is really far from me. So I have to like scrunch my eyes like so goddamn far. Okay, I just can't look that far anymore. I have the phone here. Beyond sausage is like the Beyond section at Bed Bath and Beyond. Questionable. So you don't really like the Beyond sausage? Which one, the breakfast sausage? Because I'm actually a fan of the regular sausage, but I've never tried the breakfast sausage. But something else that's going to be interesting with Beyond. They have a lot more categories to enter. Just think, if they've already made the Beyond Burger, I think that they could possibly come out with like some vegan bacon, very similar with the Beyond Burger ingredients. I could see them coming out with Beyond Cheese, because that's definitely a whole category they can explore. I could see them maybe they just specialize in meats. Maybe they just do meats. Maybe they don't go to the dairies. But if they just stay in meats, there's a lot of you say barbecue pork. Oh gosh. There's a lot of things they can do. They can also have vegan they can also have like vegan cold cuts, like vegan sliced meats. Cause I was at Whole Foods the other day and I got some new vegan sliced meats. When are you going to Haiti? Haiti is not really on the list anytime soon. I'm just gonna keep it real. I mean, there's other places in the Caribbean that are on the list before Haiti, like probably like DR, you know. But Haiti is it's not one that's very high on the list. Just to keep it real. Do you like pumpkin spice from Starbucks? Pumpkin spice latte from Starbucks? I don't think I've ever tried the pumpkin. I don't think I've ever tried it from Starbucks. No, not at all. Beyond chicken feet, you guys are a trip. Beyond chicken feet. They could come out with a lot more products in that space. They could. I don't know if they are. Okay, so something else to think about. Hey, Hippie Allen, what do you think about these companies that? What do you think about these companies that make food, that make meat from stem cells? I mean, would you eat a burger that was made from a stem cell. Now, the thing is, when they get the stem cell, like they get the stem cell from the animal, and they don't harm the animal at all, and they can use that stem cell over and over and over and over and over and over and over. It creeps me out. Couldn't pay me ever to eat an animal product. And then what about that cold company Memphis Meats? So there's another company called Memphis Meats where like they basically like I think that's the name of the company. They actually grow it from an animal. I don't know. I think I would probably be down to try it actually. If it's like beyond cycles, which it will be beyond cycles. I think I would be down to try it. Because it would be just made in it would be made in like a lab, it would be lab meat, like literally lab meat. Memphis meats sound like a southern tender. Y'all crazy. Memphis fried chicken hit different. Yes, it do hit different. Do you do Xmas gift exchange? Who am I gonna give a gift to? Like my partner? I don't have a partner. I'm down with a single life. I don't do the whole relationship crap. It doesn't really work everywhere. Jermaine, can you explain why you're vegan, animal rights, environment, health? I'm just vegan because I think it's more simple. It's way more simple. I'm not really vegan for the animals, But I one thing I will say, I think it is kind of crazy that like I really don't want to sound like a crazy vegan when I say this, but I know I will sound this way. But I think it's I think it's insane that people have animals, right? I think it is because think about this scenario. Think about that dog, right? And the owner has the dog. That the owner it has the animal for their own gratification. They go walk the dog and they pull the dog by the neck because the dog wants to stay there and sniff around. But they're like, come on, they pull the dog by the neck, you know? Like I see people doing this all the time with their dogs. Um, they go out, they walk their dog. Their dog has the hole to pee until you get off work. And then you take your dog out. So your dog has to be locked up in a cage. Or maybe not in a cage, or maybe they're just locked up in an apartment all day while you're gone. Or you're gone, like out having lunch with your friends, while you're out, doing whatever you're doing. And then you just come back home and then you take the dog out when you want to take the dog out. What if the dog wanted to go out hours ago? You know? Like, I think it's messed up. I think it's insane, y'all. I think it is. I think it is. Like, that's just me. I mean, I ain't trying to be no crazy vegan, but I just don't. Mm, 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 Let that dog be free, yo. Let that dog be free. That dog. I'm not saying let the dog go run around the city, but you know what I mean. I mean, it's a difference. Look, let me tell you something. It's a difference if you got a backyard. It's a complete difference if you have a backyard. If your dog can roam around, your dog can come in the house, that's a free dog. Yes, I get it. Your dog is sectioned off in the fence and it can't go roam around the neighborhood. You don't have 5 acres and all that. But check this out. At least he can go outside and go take a crap when it wants to, versus oh my gosh, like I could just imagine. So I didn't necessarily go vegan for the animals, but it's definitely something I think about. Something I think about, like them poor animals, like they do things that they don't want to. They do things they don't want to. Beyond pets, mine stays outside when I'm gone, but when it's too cold, but when it's Well, you know what though? When I'm talking about people that live in the city, okay? If you got acres, it's one thing to bring your dog out inside when it's cold. Like it's one thing to bring your dog inside. But if you are, you know, if you like have an apartment, that's what I'm trying to say. If you have an apartment, yo, and you like lock your dog up inside, like I think it's a little messed up. But if you got like a backyard, you got acres. If you got acres, it's perfect. Am I not making any sense? Cause I'm sorry. Am I not making any sense? Are you guys calling me crazy? Dogs are domesticated wolves. What's the wildest thing you've seen in SF? I'm trying to think. I saw something pretty crazy today, yo. What the fuck did I see that was just out there today? I saw something mad crazy today. What the fuck was it, yo? It was something that was just like, I was like, boy, boy, boy. No, it wasn't a dog. It was, like I wanted to film it, but like I didn't pull out the camera. Oh, no, 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 no. What it was this. I was in the Mission District. And I seen this dude walking down the street. Homeboy looked mad sketchy, right? But it was from a distance. I really couldn't tell. But from what I saw from a distance, it wasn't adding up. And then as I was walking, I walked by him, and this guy was at a bus stop, and he had, I don't know if he stole this or what, but he had a MacBook, not a MacBook, but like, you know, one of them 17-inch monitors, one of those Apple computers, but like the not 17-inch, 27-inch, like the 5K monitors. He had one of those, but he had it in like, y'all know those little backpacks. You know those like those you know those the census people that'll come knock on your door, right? Trying to get your information. And they'll have those little backpacks where like it's like this little like a messenger bag, like a little bag that can like stick a notebook in it. You know what I mean? No, like they can stick like a notebook in it. Like they can like a strap, like the strap will go down this way. And they can stick a notebook in it. It was a bag like that, right? And he had the computer sideways in the bag, and he was walking with it. And when I seen him with it, I was just like, I just wonder like what house he just got that out of, you know, like what just who I just wonder like who just got they Mac they Apple computer just got jacked, because I can tell by the way he was walking and his attitude, like I'm not trying to say he stole it, but like he got it like energetically, you know what I mean? Like I don't know, like you can't really, I don't really just want to profile him, but it just like why would you be walking around with a computer like that at night? You know what I mean? Like why would you be doing that at a bus stop? Like and he looked mad sketchy. Like he looked mad freaking sketchy, yo. Like mad sketchy. Like he looked like he stole it. Like basically, that was the crazy thing I saw. No, he was a white dude, but he was like a sketchy looking white dude, yo. Like he looked like, I don't know. Maybe he stole it from Target. It was at like 16th and Mission, so it's not a Target. It's not a Target in that area. The closest Target would be the one on Folsom. The one on Folsom and 13th, which is like, that's a dash from 16th and Mission. Do you get recognized daily? I get recognized freaking every day, yo. Even Even when I don't leave, I still get recognized. Like I remember one day, I didn't even leave the building all day. I got recognized right out here on the hallway, right outside of my door, straight up. And I was like, yo, I still got recognized today, and I didn't even leave the house. I just stayed, right? I went to take the garbage out, and someone from the leasing office downstairs was like, Jermaine, dude, I follow you on YouTube. And he was like, yeah, I work downstairs in the leasing office. And I was like, dang, that fool probably know I'm so leasing now. I recognize you now. Are you new? Are you new to the stream? Yeah, people, I get recognized like everywhere, y'all. I do. Like anywhere I go, it's pretty insane. It's kind of cool actually, to a certain degree. Never been, never been recognized. Everyone at SF knows each other. I don't know about that. It's the hair, definitely the hair. I remember Jermaine when I started Geek Apps in 2015. Hard to miss a black dude in SF. Definitely hard to miss you, brother. Yeah, I know. He was doing Postmates. I was doing Postmates in a car. I don't know nobody nowadays that do Postmates in a car. Everybody I know nowadays, they do Postmates. They all on bicycles, yo. Have you ever been recognized in any other countries? The UK? I was recognized quite a bit in the UK. Like, quite a bit in the UK. Countries that I was recognized in that really surprised me was Australia. Yeah, I got recognized a couple different times in Australia, and it was in the most weird places, yo. Like I remember once I was in Australia, I was skateboarding, I just got down bombing this big ass hill, right? I'm right at the bottom, I'm at this beach, and I had like just got done, just rode down, and this guy walked up to me and was like, yo, dude, you're Jermaine from YouTube. And I was just like, I'm just like, yo, bro, I'm like literally, I'm like underneath the world right now. Australia, you way down underneath, right? I'm like, I'm way down here underneath. It's some random spot, it's some random beach, right? And this guy like comes up to me and knows me. I'm like, yo, you can't go nowhere. And then in South Africa, definitely got noticed quite a bit too. Definitely got noticed, but I got noticed only in certain places in South Africa. What did you say to them? I mean, I just be like, ah, thanks, what's up? I mean, it really depends on how it goes. Like, it was a cop that I talked to for like straight up 30 minutes, yo. For freaking 30 minutes, yo. He was just like, he's been following me. He's from New York, and he was talking about, man, I was watching one of your videos, and you was eating the Chinese food from New York, and it just made me think of home so much, and you know, you went to the Chinese restaurant and you got the Chinese food with the French fries with the ketchup that come in that bottle, you know. I don't know. You know, you just relate with folks, you know. It's kind of cool. Ba-da-da-da. You know, being a YouTuber is definitely, it's a different thing. It's unique. Yeah, you get noticed. Do you ever get free food from people recognizing you? I don't usually eat out that much. I did a delivery last night, and the lady I delivered the lady I delivered the item to knew me. She was like, Jermaine from YouTube. Not only did the lady know me, when I was waiting outside of her building, the guy outside of her building knew me too. And then like he was talking to me about like skateboarding, like, oh man, I like your skateboard and all that. Because he like right when I rode up this hill and he was sitting down there and he was like, oh, what's up, Jermaine? And I was like, what's going on? And he was like, oh, you're not on your boosted, right? And I was like, yeah, I'm not on my boosted. And I picked up the board and he was like checking it out. And then the lady came outside and she knew me too. So I was like, damn, yo, this is a small city. Yeah, it was kind of crazy. More guys or girls? I don't know. Like, I want to, like, a lot of women recognize me too. A lot of women. But you know what? One thing I will say about the women versus the guys, there's a lot of, there's a lot of like, there's a lot of like professional people that watch me. Like when I go through Union Square, like I see a lot of people in suits on that be like, Jermaine, So like it's definitely it's a difference. But then I think people have followed me for different reasons. Maybe people have saw me from apartment videos, so that's gonna hit a different clientele versus the sharing economy, you know, versus skateboarding in San Francisco, versus you know what I mean. Like people follow for different reasons. Do you do volunteer work? I don't do volunteer work. Maybe I should. You represent San Francisco well. I guess so. Crazy hair, crazy colors all the time. I'm so San Francisco. Get a diet pizza. I'm cool on diet right now. I had Mexican food earlier. Jermaine, still from Memphis. Though I'm still from Memphis. I'll forever be from Memphis. Just don't talk Memphis. And just don't talk Memphis. I'll hurry y'all. Yeah, trust. Yeah, true. West Coast free spirit. I'm West Coast free spirit all day. West Coast free spirit forever. Did you get good coverage to travel solo through random Eastern European countries? Ukraine solo. Yeah, I had a good time over there. Yeah, the courage. Believe it or not, on that trip, I didn't even know I was going to Eastern Europe. I left the U.S. to go to South Africa, and it just, I don't know, it just built up the courage. I just built up the courage. You know what I mean? It was like, I'm traveling around here, and then I'm gonna go to Turkey, and then I'm gonna go to Eastern Europe, and it's not so bad. You ever feel unsafe in Ukraine? It was a lot of unusual things in Ukraine. I'm gonna tell you all about. It was a lot of unusual things, like unusual things from like you notice that like they have all their pipes above ground, and it's like I don't know why they do that, but like in my country we put our pipes in the ground so you don't see the pipes. But in Ukraine, you be walking and like you be seeing pipes and shit like in above ground, and like I be like, damn, like if my neighbor wouldn't like me, couldn't they just blow up my pipes? Um, I, Another thing about Ukraine, man, I remember I went to this market, yo, and like I say, I left the U.S. to go to South Africa. When I went to South Africa, I went through Botswana, I went through Namibia, and like I had thought I seen some shit in Botswana and Namibia, right? I thought I seen some poverty there. Bro, I seen way more poverty in Ukraine. Like, no joke. Like, it wasn't all over, don't get me wrong. And it wasn't like, it wasn't as all over. And I'm not trying to say that one is poor than the other one. But, oh my gosh, it was some serious poverty in Ukraine, like, for real. But then don't get me wrong, there's a lot of money in Ukraine, too, because there's a lot of money that flows back to Ukraine. It's a lot of Ukrainians in San Francisco, and they're making money. And guess what? They sending money back home to their family, and their family living good off of whatever little money they're sending them back home because it's so cheap over there. So Ukraine is not so bad. You also see a lot of lots of snow bunnies. Everyone moved out of SF, moved to East Bay. California locked down its prison. Which country is most? Which country is the most unsafe during all your travels? The most unsafe country during all my travels would have possibly been Egypt when I was there, just at the time I was there. I'm trying to think of other countries. Maybe okay. I guess if you want to say technically, like technically for the record, the two most unsafest countries, American standards here, would have been Egypt and also would have been Turkey when I went to Turkey 2 years ago. Because the reason why I say Turkey, American standards, right, is because during the time I went to Turkey, Turkey was a level 3. It was a level 3 country. Most countries that I travel to, I think Turkey and Egypt are the only level 3 countries I've ever been to. The U.S. has this list of recommended countries. Level 1 is safe, friendly. Level 2 is like moderate risk. Level 3 is like moderate risk. We recommend you don't go. And level 4 is we recommend you do not travel to this country or region. And countries can issue level 3, level 4, level 2, all for different reasons. It could be level 4 because maybe there's a virus going on. Maybe there's lots of maybe there's war going on. What's a level 4? A level 4 country would be Syria, Afghanistan, Iraq, any country that America's at war with. And then level 3 countries would be, you know, Turkey, Lebanon. Now, I don't know what a country like Israel would be. Because if you ask me, I would say Israel should be a level 3 country. Because the thought of war and all that. But I'm pretty sure it's not. I'm pretty sure it's level 1 country. But I mean, it should be a level 3 country. I mean, with the region that it's in. But I'm pretty sure it's level 1. I'm not gonna look it up. But if anybody want to look it up on the U.S. government website, I mean, but they all have different countries, different different ratings, and a lot of that is gonna be based on a lot of that can be based on political ties between the U.S. government and that particular country. Now, I don't know if this is true, but when I went to Turkey, I heard that's what was going on. It was like a political thing, and that's why the U.S. was saying, "Oh, Turkey's bad. We don't recommend you should go there," because they just don't want their American tourists to go to Turkey and spend money in Turkey. And guess what? I've seen so many freaking Americans in Turkey. When I went to the airport, oh my gosh, that freaking airport was a freaking America, basically. Like, it was so many freaking Americans in that airport, and it was level 3 country. Like, I'm gonna tell you something. Like, I've only been to like 2 level 3 countries in my life, and Turkey was one, and I've never seen so many freaking Americans there. Like, I remember I was at the park, right? I was hanging out with a guy from Turkey. I was hanging out with a guy from Romania, and me. The police came up, or police, or Secret Service, or military, or whoever they were. They had guns and badges, right? And they asked for passports. They asked for the Turkish guy's passport, and they end up like searching his bag, and they empty out his pockets and everything. They asked for the Romanian guy's passport. And when they asked for the Romanian guy's passport, the Romanian guy showed him his passport, and they, went all through his bag and everything. They asked for my passport. I gave them my passport. They didn't even open my passport. They gave my passport back to me and walked away. They didn't even ask to see what was in my bag. So, level 4 country, Americans don't go there. Well, look what happened to the American when he went there. They didn't even bother the American at all. They literally looked at the front of my passport, saw my passport, did not even open it and gave it back to me. So, I don't know. But then I think another reason why they could have did that, this is the reason why I think they did that. I think what they were looking for is they were looking for people who are coming there to work. And they know that an American is probably not going to go there and do the same job that a Romanian would go there and do, because someone in Romania makes a whole lot less than someone in Turkey, but someone in America makes a whole lot more than someone in Turkey, So for them to see an American passport, they know, well, chances are you're not trying to stay here illegally. But the guy from Romania, you might be trying to stay here illegally. You might be trying to hustle on the streets and make some money and go back home, What country did the girls give you extra attention because you're American or black? Well, let's just take away the American part, because if they see you from a distance, they're probably going to think you're African and not think you're American, depending on the country. So some countries that don't have a lot of Africans, right? Countries that don't have a lot of Africans, if they see a black person in their country, they're probably going to think he's from France, he's from the UK, or he's from the US. But for the countries that have a lot of Africans in those countries, they may not even think you're from the US or Europe. They probably just think, oh, you're from some country in Africa. So that's kind of how it is. But the golden question, it really depends on the country. Like, I had quite a bit of action in Eastern Europe, but then once again in Eastern Europe, there's not a lot of black people. There's not a lot of black people. Like, there's not a lot. Going out was pretty awesome, In some places, going out was pretty awesome because I'm pretty exotic, and I'm American too, so that's more of some icing on the cake. But yeah, it's kind of how it is. Which country? We'll go there next. I don't know which country. We need Pacifics, Jermaine. What do you mean? What do you mean Pacifics? What countries got the best? I mean, depending on what do you think the best. Do you still miss Macedonia? Of course I miss Macedonia, yo. Like, I lived in Skopje for like 2.5 months. I got so used to life in Skopje. I love Skopje, yo. It's so much fun there. It's so cheap. So freaking cheap. I remember on days it would be so freaking hot that we would stay indoors all day. And then at midnight we would all go to the park, and it would be so many freaking people at the park. And they had this massive park in the middle of Skopje. It'd be so many people at park at night. Everybody just out because it was so hot in the day, But at night it'd be good, be chill. Like, I miss it so much. Like, I wish it was like what my country was like. I wish it was like I wish my country was like it, Like how, like, people just all come together. It's like, I don't know, it's just different. I don't know, it's different. It's the same thing at Dolores Park, but like there it's just different. Like, I remember the con pizza guy. Oh yeah, the pizza guy. You like Asian girls? Asian girls are the best. I've never really talked to that many Asian girls in my life. I talked to like 2 Asian chicks or something. I mean, I'm in the freaking American Asia place, right? Maybe I should go talk to Asian girls. I don't know, just my whole thoughts. Like, I don't, I don't really see a lot of Asian girls in a, in a relation. It just makes me think like maybe they don't date like outside their race as much. So I don't really like try to talk to Asian girls as much. Desperate to go to Thailand to buy women. What do you mean? You don't have to buy women in Thailand. I mean, you can just go to Thailand and party with other travelers and not even, you know what I mean? You don't, just because someone goes to Thailand don't mean that they're going to, you know what I mean? I don't know. You guys get what I'm saying? You ever been to Greece? I missed out on Greece. I missed out on Greece. So when I was in Macedonia last year, Greece is just a little bit south, and I didn't go to Greece just because I just didn't make it over to Greece. It was a hot too. Guys, I think I'm gonna get ready to end the stream. Let's do a 2-minute countdown. Egypt. So I've been to Egypt, but Egypt Egypt's different. You gotta have a little bit more strategy with Egypt because Egypt's a Muslim country. So like in Muslim countries, the women are not they're not out like women are in Western countries. So like it's it's not as easy to meet women in Muslim countries. I mean, unless they're tourists, you know. But then when I went to Egypt, I didn't see many tourists. Not at all. Not at all. I did not. I'd seen many, maybe like 15 tourists the whole trip. No, I saw tourists at the sites. That's where I saw tourists. I did not see tourists anywhere else. You know, like you go to a normal city and you see like people in the tourist area. You see people taking pictures. You see people, maybe they're on a horse and they're looking around. Like you see tourism. It was nothing like that in Egypt. Except at the sites. You would see just a little bit of action at the sites. But I went during a time where they were having a bad time in their country. Namibia wants you back. Namibia wants you back. I never went to Swakopmund. I never went to Swakopmund. I have to go back to Namibia. Do you use Tinder in other countries? You use Tinder in some countries. Tinder works very well in Africa. It does. So when I was in Namibia, oh my gosh, it was crazy. When I was in Namibia, before I went to Namibia, I was chatting with like I was chatting with 4 different young ladies, okay? It was this one female I was chatting with, and maybe I didn't respond to her because I would wanted to hang out with the Swiss girl. I thought the Swiss girl was like mad cute, but she was from the videos. But I wanted to hang out with the Swiss girl, so like I didn't talk to this other chick. Come to find out, she was at the freaking airport, yo. Like when I flew in, she was at the airport. Like she saw me at the airport. It's kind of crazy, but where do you buy the diet pizza? Safeway, or the grocery store. Safeway, Whole Foods. Jermaine dropping the game. Yeah, man, I'm telling you, you can go to countries and like you can be the man around town. Depends on where you go. Like I always say, the poorer the country, the easier because you're gonna be looked at the coolest, you know. But like when you get to the countries, like when you get to English speaking countries are harder. I'm just gonna keep it real. Like places like the UK and Australia, a lot more harder than places like Eastern Europe and Southeast Asia. Like very, very challenging. I mean, it's just like around here. It's just like it's very difficult to meet someone around here, yo. Like very difficult, you know. But maybe if I was like in another place, somewhere else in the US that's like a lot cheaper. Like that's kind of what I think it is. I think like the more expensive a place is, like I don't know. I could be wrong on this, but it seems that way. It seems like the more expensive a place is, the less real people are. And I don't mean to say it that way, but I just don't know another way to say it. You know, I just don't know a way to say it because like even in like places like UK, like it's like pe- people just kind of be like they're like just kind of like fast in their own world, trying to do their own thing. Like me. I ain't got time for you. It's kind of like here. It's kind of like that in Australia. You know, the rich countries are kind of like that, especially in Australia. Like, no one has the time of day. You know, like they're always busy. They're always doing. I gotta do this. I gotta do that. I gotta pick this up. I gotta do this. I gotta do this. I gotta do that. I gotta. You know what I mean? You can never like stop and chill because you always like running around doing something. Versus you go to some of these other countries, these Eastern European countries. These people ain't just running around like a chicken with their head cut off. So you can actually like for real like talk to them and like chill and like get to know them, you know. And they not like trying to push you away because they got things they gotta do, you know. Somebody says lies. Am I not speaking facts over here? Money talks. You say money talks, but like, what do you mean by that? Because I think I know what you mean. Because I don't know. Oh, not me, Jay. Okay. You're speaking facts. I had somebody I had this chick flirting with me hardcore at Trader Joe's today. But I don't know if she was 100. That's what I'm trying to say. Money talks for desperate women treat me on first dinner, haha. Get it in there, Jermaine. You can't blame them. Sister to chat with. They must the ultimate goal. New York City folks are real, despite that's what he means. Desperate. Martin Long. People are looking for a one night stand. It's hard to pick a woman in the supermarket with mask on. Hmm. Yeah, man, the sister is difficult. That's because I look more foreign than black man. Oh. Hashtag girls have the codes. Yep, they do. I look like black African. Oh, and they just assume that you're African and you're not American. Mm. Yeah, I don't know. It's a hard one out there. I don't know what to say, y'all. You know how it is. It's a good question. No love from the sisters. Um, so I was in Oakland like 2 weeks ago, and it was like I was at this spot, and there was this it was this it was this sister. You know, we were talking, and I don't know. She was a little intimidating. So the whole like the whole feminist thing going, you know. She was big on that, but she was hot as fuck though. She was hot as fuck, yo. She how we started talking is she actually approached me from. This may sound weird, but like she actually approached me from behind, and she was like, "Oh, your hair. I like your hair," you know. And I was like, "Oh, thanks." And she had, once again, what's up with me and short hair girls, yo? I love short hair women. She had like short hair, like she had like just cut her hair like completely off, like a dude, right? And she was tall, like she was about 7 feet tall. And I was looking up to her, and that's kind of why like I thought she was cute, because I was like, damn, I ain't used to looking up to no female, you know what I mean? So I kind of thought she was cute, you know. She was like super like, I don't know. I don't know. I just maybe she could have been an NBA basketball player. I can't see the comments. Let me see. Y'all saying because she looked like a dude. What do you mean? She did not look like a dude at all. She was just tall. Like that was the only dude thing I can say about her. And the hair. She was definitely Amazon. She was Amazon. That's why I don't hang out in Oakland, bro. Do black women play hard to get? Uh, yeah, black women. I'm just gonna keep it. That's my opinion. I think black women do. I think some of them do. They play very hard to get. But it's not just black women. I think that's just all women in the city. Just because like when you're a woman in the city, you're probably gonna get hit on a lot. You know what I mean? You're probably gonna constantly get hit on. So when you constantly get hit on, of course you're gonna play hard to get because you're constantly getting hit on. You know what I mean? I don't think that's just black women. I think that's all women, like all women, like all. Maybe I'm wrong on this because I'm not a woman, but I would assume that. And once again, that I could be wrong, but I would imagine that they do. Validation from dating apps, social media also a contributing factor. Oh yeah, yeah. You gotta have a really awesome. If you're really awesome on, I don't know. I was gonna say awesome on dating apps, but like, how are you awesome on dating apps? Like, are you really good at swiping or something? You know, what makes you awesome on dating apps? Would you date a trans girl? No. But that's a. I'm just gonna tell y'all something. The trans scene in San Francisco is a whole lot larger than. It's a whole lot larger than you think. It's a whole lot larger than you think. Like it's a whole lot larger than you think, y'all. They're everywhere. Like they're everywhere. Like It's very popular here. It's very popular. Like even when like I go out, like I'll be like, "Yo, is that a girl or is that?" I'm like, "Wait, I don't think so because would a real girl be trying that hard?" You know what I mean? Like it's you know what I mean? Like not that I'm trying to be disrespectful, but like sometimes you have to. I'm not talking about Polk Street. I'm talking about just all over the city in general. I'm not talking about no just Polk Street. Maybe that's where it started, but now all over the city. Have you ever been with a guy before? Why? What kind of question is that? You should ask me that on fans only. Neck breakers. Go find some black hotties in SF and and LASD. Have you matched trans Tinder? Didn't you? Yes, you definitely match with trans on Tinder for sure. You would definitely match. If you're doing that, you know how you do Tinder like this. Believe me, if you do that on Tinder, you'll definitely match with a trans. Do black women only go for black guys, or they go for light brown guy? I think black women will go for whoever. I think they will. I think they'll go. I think they'll go for. I think they'll go for whoever. I definitely see interracial like relationships around here. The whole city, Polk Street. The whole city, Polk Street. You're in a gay capital, U.S. Oh, is it really that gay though? Honestly, compared to like other places around the country, because think about places like Atlanta. Like the population in Atlanta, I think there's way more gay people in Atlanta than there are in San Francisco. There may be more gay people in Atlanta than there are all people in San Francisco. Or probably in New York, there's probably more gay people in just New York than there are all of San Francisco. Like San Francisco is a small city. Like we don't have a lot of people here. It's what like 600,000, 700,000 people. It's probably 700,000 people and gay people in just New York out of the 8 million. Think about that. Out of 8 million, like it's probably half of them folks probably gay in New York. I mean, think about it. All the people in the closet, you know. You would trip. I love black women, but my penis is too small. Dude, you would be surprised, man. Sometimes you get with a black woman, man, she can make your man, she can turn your little sausage into a big pipe, you know. So I don't know how they be doing it, but you got to get with a black woman to take it. No, I don't want to say it like that. Like, damn, fuck. I wouldn't try to say it like that, but I mean, they'll swoop you off your feet. That's what I'm trying to mean, you know. They'll swoop you off your feet, you know. Like they'll make you love yourself. Why do you think there are so there? Uh, why do you think there's such a down low case in African American men? I don't know. I don't know. That's a good question. Yeah, but the first gay man came from San Francisco. I don't know if the first gay man came from San Francisco. I think it was gay people back in the Bible days, you know. So I don't think the first gay man came from San Francisco. crazy. Philly rainbow. Half of the country. Half of the country is scared. Yeah. Just be yourself. In Thailand, Eastern Europe, got thick chicks. Bro. Do they got thick chicks? Man, yes, they got thick chicks. You have to. I'm really thinking about going back to Eastern Europe now. I'm really thinking about going to Eastern Europe now. Well, because number one, it's very inexpensive. It's very inexpensive. Like you could probably get an Airbnb for like maybe $400, $500, $600, $700 a month. You know, but then you gotta deal with the COVID crap. Huge penis is overrated. Oh, that's just something that was popular in freaking media. Gay men and women rule the world. There's a lot of truth to that, yo. There is a lot of truth to that. Moldova was a wild country I went to, yo. But I didn't really meet anyone in Moldova. Well, I was only there for like 2 nights or something. Moldova, that was a wild country. See, that might be a place I wouldn't mind going back through. Isn't Moldova really poor? Moldova is extremely poor. It's like they make like like $225 a month, like on average. $225 a month, yo. Like shit, I made $225 today, and I'm still complaining about like not making money. Actually, I don't even think I made 250, but I definitely made it yesterday. But you know what I'm saying? Could you imagine like making that in a month? But then in countries like that, once again, a lot of people in those countries have someone from somewhere else sending them money into that country. So that's how they making it, you know. They got a family member somewhere else sending them $200-300 every month, and then they work in their job making $300, and then you know what I mean. Like they be hustling, yo. You know, they'll go somewhere for the summer work. They be not paying taxes. They be working under the table. Like, they be doing everything. You know, people be hustling, yo. Just like they be hustling in America, they be hustling all over the world. Jay, what countries has the best food? The best food? I don't know. I don't know the best food. That's a good question. Like maybe, I mean, best vegan food for me. Will never come in again. What do you mean you'll never come in again? How come you won't come in again? How come you don't? How come you don't want to come in again? Well, I'm not saying what you want me to hear. Why you don't want to come in again? I'm just curious. How can I get to call me theoretical? I don't know. How can I get you to call me theoretical? I don't know how to get me to call you theoretical. I don't know. What should I do? Oh, I'm calling them now. Sorry. I mean, sometimes in the super chat, you're like talking about something, and then the super chat pops up, and then someone else says something, and you read the next one. And sorry. Other countries you've tried weed in. I'm not gonna actually answer that one because don't want to answer that one. I'm trying to hit up Latvia, Estonia, Lithuania. Those are some pretty cool countries. You should probably go soon because those countries are. Those countries could be. I mean, those countries could change a lot within the next 10 years. So those would be good countries to see. You know. New Zealand. Change in a bad way? Well, it could change in a bad way. Like, okay, look what happened to Crimea, right? Look what happened to Crimea. If you guys don't know what happened to Crimea, Russia just, they just marched troops into Crimea and they took over Crimea. Who's to say one day Russia won't take over, those three countries in Eastern Europe? Who's to say that they won't take over those countries? And who's to say that if they do, America and the EU won't do anything? Now, don't get me wrong. I mean, if they walked over and took those countries today, it might be a situation. But what if they did it in like 5 or 10 years from now? You can't visit Crimea. Oh, you mean I can't? Like, I can't. But you can visit Russia. Oh, really? So I can go to Russia, but I can't go to Crimea? That's insane. Yeah, that's insane. And they had some funny vote where like it just passed for Russia. Like everybody wanted it. Like, come on, everybody didn't want that crap. Media J, he didn't answer the question. You closet gay bisexual boy, eh? I don't know. When people say stuff like this in the stream, that means that they're probably expressing the way that they feel about themselves. But they can't like say it, so they'll say someone else, they'll call out to someone else. So they'll say like, "Oh yeah, he's gay." But what they're really trying to say is they're really trying to vent their own frustrations that they're gay and that's what they're going through. But they just can't say that. So it's easier to call out someone else. Oh, I mean, I don't care if they call me gay. Like, I know what I like, you know. You've been to Switzerland? Of course, I've been to Switzerland. I mean, how can you not go to Switzerland? That's the best place to go, yo. I need to go back to Switzerland, actually. I really, really need to go back, if you know what I'm saying. Yeah, that's a place. I mean, I don't really stay a long time. That's a quick place. That's a good place to go in and out of. It is mad expensive too, but Switzerland's a good place for. It's a good place for certain reasons. But like everything that you can do in Switzerland, you can basically do it anywhere else. But Switzerland is really good on the list. That would be a country I'd probably want to live in if I left America. Probably want to live in Switzerland, yo. That's a great A one. To be close to all the goods, if you know what I'm saying. Is everyone rich in Switzerland? Is everyone in Switzerland rich? No, everyone's not rich, but people make a lot of money though. People make a lot of money. Like someone that's working a part-time job will be making way more than. Okay, I forget the breakdown, but like I believe it was a guy working at like Subway and he was making like $3,000 a month, but he was only working like 20 hours a week. Like the wages are like way higher there. Now don't get me wrong. The food prices are a whole lot higher too. But when you do them, when you look at when you look at the conversion, like the numbers is coming out better for them. Yeah, like he was making like $3,000 like a month. Like basically they have really good wages. But things are very expensive. Like I took a train, 4 stops on the train. It cost $20. Just go 4 stops on the train, and it's like, God dang, yo, like 4 stops on the train, you know. But like you take a train here, man. If I could take a train from here, go all the way to San Jose, that's like 20 stops or something. 20 stops, and it cost me $12. In freaking Switzerland, it's like getting on the train at it's like getting on the Caltrain at 4th Street, right? Getting on Caltrain at 4th Street and getting off at getting off at like Belmont, $20. Like I'm for real. Like, could you imagine getting on the train? No, not Belmont, South San Francisco. Okay, from 4th Street to South San Francisco, Switzerland, it'd be like $20. Now in San Francisco, how much would that cost? From 4th Street to South San Francisco, it'll cost you about $4, right? So when it comes to buses and taxis and transit and all that, bro, they be charging. And when it comes to food, like, you go to a little restaurant, you go to a little hole in the wall, little Asian spot, it'll be about $20. You know, I went to this little falafel spot. They had a little falafel and French fries. It was about $15. Which is like kind of like Bay Area prices. For the most part. Okay, y'all over here talking about the gay stuff, right? Let's see. The Netherlands. Yeah, but Switzerland is a little bit better than the Netherlands. Like Switzerland, like the best. I don't know. Different reasons. Marijuana is pretty much legalized in Switzerland too. Denmark is also very expensive. Yeah, Denmark is, but Denmark is not as bad as freaking. It's not as bad as Zurich. I'm telling you, Zurich will break your ass, yo. That is one expensive city, dude. Like if you wanna go somewhere expensive, go to freaking Zurich. Like, my gosh, dude. I had a freaking blast in Zurich. But like Geneva is so much cheaper, dude. Geneva is like the tourist place. Zurich is for like them old rich people that do not wear Louis Vuitton and do not wear Gucci, yo. I'm talking about them old rich people that just be wearing like normal, typical clothes, like low key rich folks. You know, somebody who just got their little white shirt on, tucked in, with their black slacks, with their little nice little sports coat, and they got their hair like all short, got off to the side, and they got their watch. And you don't see the watch because they cover it up because that shit fresh as a motherfucker, yo. I sat next to this dude on a plane, man, his watch was so fire. I was like, dang, yo, I need to get me a watch. But I can't afford that shit. It's like 50 G's or something. But yeah. Another place that's very expensive that I don't even think a lot of people realize, because I don't even think a lot of people even know about this place, but fucking Norway. I think Oslo was more expensive than Zurich. Zurich was stupid expensive, but Oslo was more. I want to say Starbucks was like $7 or something for like a drink. Um, yeah, like freaking yeah. Don't yeah. Stay away from that country. You have to ask because cannot ever afford it. What do you mean you have to ask because you can't afford it? You're not a loser if you've never been to Switzerland. Like, come on, there's so many other places. Mm. You know, Singapore is expensive, but it's not expensive like Zurich and it's not expensive like Zurich and the other one, Zurich and Oslo. Yeah, I know a kid's meal at McDonald's is like $16. Yeah, bro. Ever thought about visiting South America? The only country in South America I visited was Colombia. That's the only spot. I need to spend more time in South America. But reason why I don't like going to South America as much is because I don't speak Spanish and I feel guilty that I don't speak Spanish. So that's why I don't really go to South America that much. So instead of going to South America, I'd rather like hop the pond or, go over to Asia. But I would rather hop the pond probably more than anything. Because it can just start there and it can end. Once you go over to Europe, it's easy to get to Asia and it's easy to get to Africa. So, like, once you hop the pond, hang out in Europe, and then you can just you got the world at your fingertips. You know what I mean? Jermaine, you need to get mods in your channel. I had a couple. I have a couple mods. I don't think they're in the stream right now. I'm like not keeping up with the comments right now. I'm sorry. What would be the cheapest in the area? I don't know what company he was talking about. I speak fluent Spanish. It's easy to learn. I want to go to the end of the world. Argentina, the most southern tip. I also want to go to Peru. I would love to go to the tip of Argentina. That would be pretty cool. But that would also be pretty expensive. Yeah, that's why I'm not doing that one. I would also love to go to Bora Bora, but once again, Bora Bora would be expensive. And instead of spending that much money on one trip, I would rather spend that much money on covering more places around the world. Let's party at Baker Beach. Where is Baker Beach? That's in San Francisco, right? I was thinking Baker Beach was somewhere else in the world. I'm trying to think, where in the world is Baker Beach? I've heard of Baker Beach. You be tripping out, yo. When you've been to so many places around the world, right? You've been to so many freaking places around the world. You know how many times I'll be sitting around and I'll be thinking of something. I'll be thinking of a sign I saw, or I'll think of a particular car that I saw, or I think of a particular restaurant or particular logo from a particular country. Like, so many times I'll be in everyday life and I'll sit around and I'll see something and it'll make me remind me of something else that I see in another country. And I'll just be sitting around thinking, yo, what country was that in? And then I'll just be sitting around thinking, yo, like, what country was that in? I just be like, oh yeah, that was in the Croatia. Yo, that was in that place walking through them alleys. Yeah, over there by that thing by Apple Store. Yeah, Croatia. Yeah, that was it. Yeah. Oh yeah. Ooh, that was in Singapore. Yeah, I remember that one. Yeah, that was in Singapore. Yeah, I be thinking, yo, like, traveling is fun, dude. You have to travel. It'll broaden your world, change your plans. I'm staying in the U.S. Does your passport look like lots of stuff? My passport is defaced. Like, this is the front of it. It doesn't even say passport anymore. But like, there is this. This is my second passport. I'm on the second one. I want to be on my third so bad, but I won't be on my third for a long time because this is the big passport book. I will never get another big passport book. It's too big. It's too big, and there's so many places I go to. They're just like they're surprised when they see so many pages, you know? So I think from now on, I'm just gonna get like the smaller passport book, because the smaller passport book, I think it has like 18 pages or something. And then once you go through those, you're on the fourth, the fifth, the sixth. You know what I mean? So I think I'm just gonna get the smaller passports so that way I can be on the number quicker. Because if you have big passports, it'll take me forever to get on my. It'll take me forever to get on my third passport. You know, like it's gonna be forever to get on my third passport. So this one, I don't have stamps on every passport. I don't have stamps on every page. But it look, it's like a fake passport. Oh no, you hating. You probably just wish you had my passport. But yeah, no, there's not pages. There's not stamps on every page. I'm not gonna show the stamps because I don't want to show the stamps. But I don't know. Maybe some YouTubers do that. Maybe they show the stamps. Mm. Oh, there's Trinity Times. What's up, Trinity? You can be my side piece, Jermaine. Where you at? Are you in Italy right now? What country are you in? Maybe that's why they gave you shit in Dubai. Oh, y'all just trolling me now, right? Never heard you speak about your girlfriend. Come back to South Africa. I'll give you one. I'm not talking to anyone right now. That's why I don't talk. That's why I don't talk about a girlfriend. You're in Italy. They just let Americans go to Italy, or you just have to quarantine for 2 weeks. Quarantine for 2 weeks. I mean, it would suck, but it's not the worst thing in the world. I mean, 2 weeks can go by real fast. I mean, think about it. When you get to that country, you're gonna be on jet lag, so you can easily sleep for like 4 days straight. You know, it's been times. I remember once I came back from I forget what country. I straight up slept for 4 days. 4 days I slept. It was amazing too. It was freaking amazing. I remember I would just wake up and like go drink some water and just go get back into bed. Straight up days. It was amazing, yo. It was great. It was good. But I had this Airbnb, just room with no windows. So yeah, room with no windows. Like, yeah, I'm gonna sleep all day. I remember I would wake up in the middle of the night and like go in the parking lot and like smoke, and then come back, go right back to sleep. It was amazing, yo. So like going to some countries, like you can easily do that. Do you keep in touch with anyone you met while traveling? Yeah, for sure. For sure, because when you travel, you meet random people, but you guys do things that are very important, you know? So, yeah, maybe you go on some long hike, maybe you do something that was really cool and you do it together and then you never even knew them, or then maybe you guys travel for a really long time. Like I remember I traveled with this couple from California. We traveled for like 3 weeks together. I remember when I was in Macedonia, I hung out with the same people for like what, like 2.5 months. You know, like we did some pretty awesome things together. You know what I mean? You know, so like it's. You love hanging out with couple. Yeah, I love hanging out with couples too. Get me a little married couple, you know. Yep. Hang out with the wife while the husband watches. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Pretty cool. Get you a two piece. Get you a leg and a thigh. You got the leg, but the thigh over there sitting down, chilling. That's the husband. Was she the leg? You over there snacking on the leg? Ooh, yes. Ow. You know what I'm saying? I'm a freak. A freak in the sheets. What's your favorite part of the UK? I like Belfast. I mean, of course, I like London, but I like Belfast because Belfast is low key, super low key, and Belfast is also cheap. Belfast is mad cheap, but yeah, it's a good place. It's like low key, like good vegan food is really easy to walk around. Like I don't even think I took any buses when I was there. I stayed there for like 2 weeks too. 4 days of sleep, I can't do that. Well, I had crazy jet lag, like crazy jet lag. You meeting that chick in the UK? I don't know. I don't know because your boy Jermaine is a flirt over here. So like in this some of these Facebook groups, like I'm always posting like photos up, right? I always post photos, and I get a lot of attention. So man, I don't know why, but like I have a lot. I'm talking to like a couple different. Talking to a couple different ladies from the UK right now. Like it's kind of bad. It's from this dreadlock Facebook group, yo. It's from that dreadlock Facebook group. What happened to your new lady? It came down off the screen. I'm gonna scroll down until I get down here. It hurts after sleep. You love hanging out with couples. Yeah, couples are cool. Have you ever hosted someone traveling to SF? Yeah, couple times. Plus, he needs papers. He needs papers. That's some company. I think I know who online legit strategies is. What happens when dread unites? Love like no other. Love like no other. I always knew Jermaine was a freak. Uh, shh. Don't be calling Jermaine a freak. Let's go ahead and block online legit. Let's put that fool in timeout first and see if he get the picture. And then if he don't get the picture, we'll just block him. Cause he being unfriendly. He's upset. What are you upset about? You want to date with Jermaine? Sorry, I don't date boys. UK chicks love the dreads. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. They freaking love dreads, yo. Like the half of the people in dreadlock groups are from the UK. They're from one country, one small country. They definitely love dreads, yo. Hmm. Especially dreads on a dark dude. Yes, he wants a date with the main man, Jay. Probably. Probably. You know, it's kind of crazy. Like, I have, it's kind of insane. Like, so I have this friend. He likes me, right? Like, he likes me. Like, he does. Like, he wants to wants to be a boyfriend. Okay. So I like sort of have to keep him at a distance. Like it's not the fact that I'm not going to. It's not the fact that I'm gonna like just be like, no, we can't be friends. Like, fuck you. Let's not ever hang out. But it's like the fact that like, yeah, we kind of can't hang out. You know what I mean? Because if we do, and I know you like me, you're gonna try to be my best friend. You know what I mean? You're gonna try to do everything you can to get close to me. You know? So it's almost like if I know you like me and you're a dude, it's like I'm not gonna hang out with you. You know what I mean? Like I'm not gonna hang out with you. Like, does this make any sense? Because dudes that like you will easily be your best friend. They'll easily be the one that can help you out with anything. They'll always be there for you. They'll always have your back. They'll always do this. You know why? Because they like you. And you know what? They make that their relationship. That they are in a relationship with you, and you don't even know it. You know, so when you figure out if you're a dude and you know there's another dude that likes you, you gotta be that you gotta be that one that say if I know I like you, if I know you like me, I cannot hang out with you. That's cool. How open minded you are. I mean, that's just what I think. That's what I think about it. Getting friend zoned it is sad. Da, da, da. Friend zoned. Dang, we still streaming. Y'all having fun? I'm having fun. Like I'm for real having fun. I haven't talked as much all day. How does he flirt with you, Jermaine? How does he flirt with me? I don't really want to get into that. How was that, Tucker, dude? Was it even smooth? No, not so smooth. Not so smooth. Jermaine wears his hair to the side like a woman. Really? We gotta block this dude too. Let's put him in timeout for now. These comments are getting juicy, no good. You know, when people troll, sometimes I kind of like. Sometimes I kind of like when people troll a little bit. Let's go get a nice Berkeley girl. A Berkeley girl? Is that a thing? A Berkeley girl. Hello, I'm a Berkeley girl. Pizza Hut has Beyond Meat Pizza. Thoughts? Okay, guys. I got a lot of thoughts about that. You know, one thing that I really like about the Beyond Pizza? The thing I like about the Beyond Pizza the most is not the fact that they're actually selling the pizza in Pizza Hut. The part I like the most about the Beyond Meat and Pizza Hut is I love all of this free marketing Beyond Meat is getting for free. That's what I love about this. Yes, people can get Beyond on their pizzas now. But more importantly, I love all this free marketing that Beyond is getting, because Pizza Hut is putting it huge on the box, Beyond, and you know there's all these billboards and there's commercials and Beyond is a meat company. Yes, Beyond is a plant-based meat company, and it's growing. Yeah, it's growing. They make this plant-based meat. They make these burgers. I love Beyond Burgers. They cook just like, yes, has it. Yeah, it has IPO. Yeah, its stock ticker is BYBD, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. I thought it was just a small. Yeah, no, veganism is getting bigger and bigger. Slowly. It's not moving too fast, but it's getting bigger and bigger. But Beyond is not necessarily going after vegans. It's really going after meat eaters. That's what it's going after. And it's just, they're adding they just want to make an alternative towards meat products. You know? Roundtable has it. Does Roundtable have it? You say eat pork? No, don't eat pork. Don't eat pork. Eat chicken, but don't eat pork. Well, attempt to eliminate, even intimidate. No, not intimidate. What do you say? Why attempt to? Why attempt to intimidate even a vegan leather belt? Yeah, I get it. You don't necessarily have to. I guess you can make a ceramic belt. I butchered the shit out of that. Pork is bad. Look at this. This person's back again. Guyana women fun as fuck. Go to Guyana. Maybe I should go. Yo, Jermaine, what would you get at Arby's? I don't know. So what I would do, if I was gonna go to Arby's, I would just go to Google and type in like vegan at Arby's, and I would look at some of the vegan blogs. And if it was something I could eat there, it would probably tell me like one or two options I would have. Usually, most places don't have a lot of options unless you go to some place like Taco Bell or Chipotle, or some places are hit or miss. But a lot of places, it's you missing more than you hitting. You know what I'm saying? French fries. Yeah, but you see, you can't just survive off French fries, yo. At least when you go to Chipotle, at least you can go and get like a bowl and don't get meat, but you can get like two types of beans and like two types of rice. You know what I mean? So you can add other stuff to it. But when you go to a place like a burger spot, it can be kind of tough. Like you don't want to just be eating French fries. That ain't no fun, and that ain't so nutritious either. You need to eat something substantial. You need to put some food on that belly. Yeah, so Taco Bell is an easy place to get your food vegan. Yeah, it's pretty vegan friendly. Looking for the link to your store products. It's 911 Cali. There's a slight delay. Looks like the next batch will go out on Friday. Yeah, there's a slight delay. What are y'all LONL for? Oh, because this guy, oh my gosh, he has 100 more accounts. So should we block this account too? Okay. Mm, I don't know, guys. This is if he's got 100 more accounts. I mean, I just gotta just sit here and just keep blocking all the accounts. How do you get 100 accounts? You must be a loser, right? You must ain't got no life. They must be like a troll. Maybe they hired, maybe someone like hired a troll to like bother me all the time. If the pandemic ended tomorrow, where would you travel to? Mm, if I can pick anywhere in the world, if I could pick anywhere in the world, you know what I would go to? I would probably go to some beach somewhere, someplace very beachy. I wouldn't go to big cities. I would go someplace, someplace where I would, someplace where I could go and get away with not wearing shoes for weeks. Okay, that's where I would go. I would go someplace where I would not have to wear shoes for weeks. That may be kind of hard for a lot of people to comprehend, but let me put that into perspective. I would go to some place on a beach where you just ain't got much going on. Yeah, that's what I would do. Oh wait, want nature now? Well, I would just want to go somewhere warm. Yeah, just somewhere warm, somewhere where I can somewhere very chill, because I've been in the city for a minute, yo. Like I've been in the city for like ever since I've been back. And when you're in the city, you doing the city life. You know what I mean? It's always city life. And if I can go to a beach and stay for like 4 weeks, 2 weeks to 4 weeks, 4 weeks would be nice, because 4 weeks would really give you some time to really unwind your mind. You know what I'm saying? But like, if I can go somewhere for like 4 weeks and just sit back and like relax, I mean, I'd probably starve to death. That's the thing, because once you get outside the city, it's harder to find food. You know, when you're vegan, so I gotta come up with some. Gotta cook my food. You know, cook something real good. But you know, a place I wouldn't mind going is I wouldn't mind going to Byron Bay, Australia. That'd be a real good place to go back to. Byron Bay. If Australia opens back up for tourism for Americans, I may go to Australia, but Australia is not going to open up for a while. But Australia, I would love to go to Byron Bay because that's very beachy. They got a lot of real good, amazing vegan food there. Um, yeah, I'll definitely hit up that Byron Bay area. Byron Bay is freaking amazing. Yeah, but Australia is not. Australia is kind of like it's kind of like California when it comes to dating. Like, you know, everybody's like pretty busy. Like, it's not like a. It's very like in a hurry. Like everybody's busy. You know, everybody's got something going on. You know, but that don't mean that you still can't go there and meet someone. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, Australia is freaking fun. Australia got thick chicks. Oh yes, they do. Have you done a DNA test to see your family tree? No, I'm not really into it that much. I'm not really into it. Like, I know a lot of people are like, I meet a lot of people. I meet people traveling, and they'll say, "Oh, I'm from this," and my great grandfather is from England, and his great grandfather is from England, and blah, 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 he's from England, and my grandfather did this, and my grandma she worked in a factory, and she did this and did that and did this, did that and did this, and they'll just tell me like the whole background, the whole family tree, and like their father discovered oil back in the '60s, and the whole freaking list. I get this a lot. Right after they'll just go give me the whole list, give me the whole breakdown, give me the whole family tree down to the damn roots. What that way down deep down there, right? You know what they'll ask me? They'll ask me, now what about you? And I'm just like, I don't know. Yeah, my folks, they put them on a boat. We came over here. That's what happened to us. I don't have some long like encyclopedia to read you. You know what I'm saying? And then people look at me like I'm crazy when I say that. They're just like, you, you, you don't know your history, and I'm like, yeah. Like, do you realize why? No, I don't realize why. You must be crazy. You don't know your history, because I know where my grandfather comes from, and I'm just like, yeah, you do, yeah. That's cool, yeah, yeah. It's just not very high on my list. Oh, we got this one again. Okay, let's block him. Let's block him completely. Yep, they got kangaroo meat. They definitely do get kangaroo meat in Australia. Mods went to sleep. Mods did go to sleep. They're just not in the stream. I'm the mod tonight. I'm so hungry. Money. It's 11:11. Make a wish. No more war. No more war. Complete. Trying to head to UK next summer for the first time. Any tips? Make sure you don't get hit by cars, yo. Cause in America, We drive on the right side of the street. The UK, they drive on the left side of the street. Now, that just sounds very simple, right? It sounds very, very simple. Okay, yeah, they drive on that side of the street. We drive on that side of the street. Why are you bringing this up, Jermaine? I'm bringing this up because of this right here. In the US, we are very used to doing this. Like everybody in this country, everybody is used to this. Because when we walk down the street in our country, that's where the cars are coming from. Because we drive on the right side of the street. So everyone like looks this way, right? Because when we drive our car, we drive on the right side of the street. So you're used to looking this way. However, when you're in an English country or a country where the British colonized, they drive on that side of the street. So everyone is used to looking that way. And that's the problem. It's been so many times I almost get hit by cars because I'm walking out into the street and I look this way because I'm thinking the car is coming from this way because in my country I'm so used to the car coming from this way. So I don't even think of looking this way ever. And then guess what? The car is coming from that way. And I'm like, oh, holy crap, I almost get hit by a car, you know? So like, yeah, you gotta learn that really quick. Otherwise, you're gonna get hit by a car or you're gonna be like freaking out. Like, it's not fun. It's scary. So yeah, you trying to join the UK house music scene? Jay. I don't know if I'll join the UK scene. Good night. Yo, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get off here, okay? I'm gonna end this stream. I'm tired. I'm gonna go lay down. I'll see y'all later. No, I'm not blocking you. I'm not blocking anyone except for the trolls. Good night before the trolls return. The trolls gonna be rolling in her, just like some fog rolling over the city, cooling off my city. In the nice afternoon. 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 I will see y'all later. I want all you guys to have a wonderful night. Y'all have a good night. Make sure you get in bed. Don't let the bed bugs bite. And yeah, make sure you guys do good things. Be nice to people. Yes. Make sure you smile. Be happy. Make sure y'all drink plenty of water, okay? Don't y'all be dehydrated. That ain't good. Make sure y'all eat healthy. Don't be eating too much candy before you go to bed. Anyway, you guys got it. I'm out. There go Marty. He's back with the water. Anyway, I love all of y'all. Thank you so much for the stream. You out? I'm out. Peace out. No, we are out. I'll see y'all later tomorrow. Hey, tomorrow I'll do a stream around the city. Like if it's raining or not, like we'll do one around the city. Okie dokie. Bye bye.